Hello, hello, okay. All right, I just set up a new print and it's ready to go. The clay is a little softer than I wanted, but I think hopefully it'll be fine. Okay, let's go. Start printing. I scaled it up on, so I scaled it up 130%, and 130% means it's gonna be and 130% up, and now it's gonna take 30 minutes. So you might ask me like, yeah, hey, like 130%, and how it's not like 20 something minutes, how it's 30 minutes, because it's XYZ. So when you scale it up something, it's not gonna be doubled, actually it can be tripled almost. So now it's 130%, then it's gonna be 30 minutes right now. The first layer here, and just checking how it extrude clay. I think also it extrude a little bit more clay than I want, but for now I think hopefully it's gonna be fine. By the way, it prints pretty nicely right now. Actually, yeah, I think yeah, it is fine. So if you just find the perfect match of the nodule diameter and extrusion, you can actually get super good, almost like you don't see the seam, so it's perfectly filled. But right now it does, sometimes if it extrudes a little bit more clay than it does, it flaw it and then like smooth it. That is okay too, but for now I'm just trying to make sure it's gonna have just kind of just extrude good amount of clay. Actually it does a little bit more than I want, but hopefully it'll be fine. And while it's doing it, I can pull it to show you this one. I think it's okay. When I started printing, like I've been just sitting next to the printer and then just kind of mesmerize and then spend hours. But it's just not just mesmerized. Like I have to make sure like print is going well, because if not, I have to start over. So I'm just always checking the extrusion speed and the printer doesn't like make sure printer doesn't do something stupid. The bottom is quite thick. Hopefully that's gonna be fine. And now I'm gonna try this. Okay, I have this. It does need a little bit of skill, so as it does printing it, I'm gonna smooth it. I forgot to bring my brush, so it's not gonna be perfect. I can just do it to smooth the surface. Make sure it don't interrupt with the nodule. Not perfect, but I can do a little things. Okay, now it's going for the shell, so I'm gonna let it keep going. I don't have the right tool, but now I think the skewer is not a good tool. All right, so it does need 25 minutes left. While you're waiting, have some tea or snack. All right, so far it looks good. While it's printing, I can just talk alone. So far I've recorded like more than a dozen videos right now, and I will later. I just need to think about how I'm gonna edit the videos and upload it. But for now, imagine like a guy just sitting alone and then just talking alone. Like instead of all the camera and light, computer and everything. Actually, this one only shows like it's looking good, but actually the outside is a little messy. So that's the file. I'm just keep checking to make sure there's no sag. So I'm gonna just use a heat gun a little bit. Here it's I don't know, too much heat gun, but I'm gonna just do it on the bottom because the angle, like if there's too much weight on it, it could be sag. So that's why I'm just doing it at the bottom here too. All right, I think I'm going to wait. As you can see, yeah, the clay gets dried, and then you can actually take it out. Yep, can you see? Like this. So heat make it dry really fast. So I'm gonna just kind of collect these later. Even the small amount of clay, but I can reclaim it too. Take out the picture. All right, 21 more minutes. So while it's doing it, let me tell a little background story about how I started 3D printing and the extruder design and etc. So first of all, like I think for this residency, I really want to share, my process, and then I really want people can build their own tools and refine or explore their creative practice because I'm not from like ceramics background. I'm not from an engineering background. I'm from graphic design background. I only have degree in graphic designs, both undergrad and grad. But I had a chance to, not a chance, but like like sometimes something happens. It wasn't good at the beginning, but I started working with clay, and I thought it's gonna be my retirement plan. Because actually I had eye surgery during my study, and then I took some ceramics class when I get back to school after recover from the surgery, and I wanted to I needed something, so I thought it's my retirement plan. And then my classmate or the other class said, "Why don't you just do it right now? You have to wait." And my thesis topic, graduate thesis topic changed, and when I graduate and get lost access to the ceramics facility, I started thinking about 3D printing because before that, there was no 3D printing or digital wasn't part of my practice. I mean, like ceramic. I do work with, computers and other things for graphic design though. And I thought I can have a 3D printer in my apartment, so I don't have to have a ceramics facility. That was at the very beginning, and start figuring things out, like make my first extruder with pipe, which an air compressor, like just keep shooting clay. And I started thinking about the design of this extruder. I just did some Googling and did some research about different types of extruder, and this is one of my solution because using the pneumatic extruder and using the auger screw, and also relatively it's easy to make because all the 3D printer has a stepper motor for extruder. So when I'm designing this one, it takes quite a bit of effort because everything is 3D printed and tolerance, everything was an issue. So I'm so glad this one worked out and started building the printers. This one is standard Kossel printer, and I built a large 5 foot tall 3D printer with over 3.3 feet print volume. I think approximately more than 1 meter. Then during the time that is part of my creative practice, but I also have to do teaching graphic design and all other things. Actually, I've never taught ceramics course, because I'm not from that background, so that's okay. So this the extruder design is pretty good, I think. It's also it's a finicky. So it's if it's a DIY that happens, but some of the companies making the extruders using similar system like the auger and pneumatic extruder combination. So this is good, but also this one has, as you have seen, this one can have some issues, and it involved with some troubleshooting as well. So hopefully I can keep refine the design and make a better things. But anyway, whole process of doing this one, the residency, a part of the point of the residency is I just wanna raise a question, or I thought about designer as a tool maker, artist as a tool maker. We in the past, people tend to make their own tools or something, But today, you can just buy those things and you don't have to actually like buy some, like make something. So if you want to do something, if you don't have the right tool or you don't have the right method, what you can do is like find another solution, another way to do the similar thing. Or second, if you have enough money or like have time, just wait until that's available. And the third option is you can actually make your own tools. In this case, I somehow like, okay, I thought, yes, maybe I can do that. I was brave enough, and also like, I was naive. I thought I can do it. Although it worked out and I was able to make my own tools and then make this one, but it involved with hours, no, actually years of uh, like practice and trial and error process to refine things and then make things work. And eventually, I can share like how other people can do it too. But definitely it takes time. But hopefully this residency and like what I'm uploading right now can help you to start your own thing. At least, oh yeah, that like it's somehow doable. So yeah, I really want some of you are, if you're watching this video, you are making it. If not, still just watch it through. And then if you feel confident, you can do it. You can do that too. For now, we need approximately 13, 14 minutes. Maybe I may not have enough clay. Uh, yeah, like it might be fine. It or it can use all the clay in it. Maybe we'll see. Oh, it's 30 minutes, so if it's a 60, 20, 20, and yeah, it's maybe a little more clay. I may need a little bit more clay, but I cannot add more clay, so maybe the next one I need to make it a little smaller or reduce the feed rate. So the wall will be slightly thinner, but it will have uh, enough clay to print this design. Hopefully, we'll see. More than halfway done. Approximately have 20 cc clay and 12 minutes left. By the way, if you don't have all the clay extruder, then what you can, if you have air compressor, if you have some like plastic container, you can load the clay and you can shoot it as well. Like that would be the first thing you can start actually. I have started like that one too. And like I don't know if you're, I'm just talking alone. If you have a question, you can definitely, first of all, like try to resolve the issue, troubleshoot, and also if that didn't work, you can ask people or try it again after a couple of days. If you want to contact me, that's possible. I may not be able to answer always right away, but if you can find me on Instagram, you can ask me or email me, so I could answer the question. But like it's better to have a very specific question. Just I want to do it. Like that may not be specific enough. even I won't know how where to start. But like, yeah, this residency, like, okay, like I'm just staying away from my home studio, just focusing on this thing. And I had issues and problems, and I have to troubleshoot, and I have to find a way to work with visually, like troubleshoot simply. So, great, 10 minutes. I think we might be fine. Hopefully, our clay is a little too much. If this one didn't go through, what I'm gonna do is, and you can see it, my process is very like heavily trial and error. I'm those kind of person. I like to see and experience and like reflect on my experience or failure, mistake, success, and move forward. Maybe if this one didn't work, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the bottom just 2 layers so I can save some clay and reduce the feed rate. So I think if I do that, like I will have enough amount of clay to finish the print. But for now, I'm gonna just keep going and I will try to print as much as possible. So one also good thing about this design, the extruder is I can actually see it from the side. There's a little slit. So I have approximately 10 cc clay, but which is approximately, I think from the side, something a little over 10 millimeter or something. So I don't think it can finish the print. At a certain point, I'm gonna stop it and print again. But anyway, I'm glad I'm showing you all the processes here. Now, yeah, it's 6, 7 more minutes. During the time, I'm gonna just change the slicer setting. Slicer, I will do just 2 bottom layers. And I'm gonna use the EEPROM setting, so I'm gonna make it slightly like reduce the extrusion here. Now I'm gonna try something around like 21 steps per millimeter, so you're gonna shoot a little less material. I like this kind of wall thickness right now. 5 more minutes. Yeah, I think barely it won't make it. I think the amount of clay think it can run another 2-3 minutes more, but we need 5 minutes and 30 seconds. So that's why I really like this setting because I can go much larger one and then I can make multiple prints, but this one cannot. We have cheese and crackers and s'mores.